closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go! 15-1. 15-1. On the 10. On the 10.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Coleman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Now Manziel. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the ball moved up here now to second and 7 following the penalty. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Push him back. Push him back.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mayfield on play action. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Manziel. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fleming. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Manziel. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Completes it to Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. He finds Taylor. Complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Coleman with a grab. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Hey, Charlie. Switch. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's see what you got. Check 24, check 24.
25, check 25, check 25.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 15.
Mayfield now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
180!
Here we go. Here we go.
Run.
Switch.
Hurry.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, over. 56, check 56.
Now Manziel. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Manziel. And he completes it to Westbrook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We own it. We own it.
Throwing. Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Check 180.
Check, check. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Check three, check three, check three. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set 180.
You.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll buy some time right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
At the 16-yard line.
Set 180.
44. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 61 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after is good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
70, Indy, Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Manziel eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here we go. 10 logo. 5.
On first down, it's Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Check.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll run it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Hurry! 44's the mic! 44's the mic! Danny!
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Mayfield. That's going to be caught, and he'll be out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
13 yards. First down.
On the ready.
52. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Real.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert! Pistol.
Check. Lucky. Hatchet.
They run it again with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Hey, box, get it.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Down. 18, Gator.
Rip right. Watch that.
Defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Yeah.
Here's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, 2.
Back to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And their inaugural sack of the game coming. From an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, team 6, 5.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 49, check 49, check 49. Check your hot read. Yes. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert!
Watch the safety creep.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Hey, alert 33.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For my part.